You pony? Little baby rainbow lorikeet. Aren't you? Very small. Very small. Magpie. Another chip.
Oh, sh**.
G'day. I thought I'd give you a quick update as to what I've been up to lately. Well, I just have to go to Ipswich today for something. It's not far, but it is the next city. It's only about 20 minutes away. So I'll be on the Moggill Ferry on the way there and back. Then, because I stopped to see a friend in Ipswich, I raced to find a location to film a video before sunset. It's late afternoon and I've been out. Well, here's a little fella, or girl, that I just picked off the grass, didn't I? Hey, little baby rainbow lorikeet. Aren't you? Very small. Very small. What are we going to do with you now? You nearly got eaten by a cat, you know that? Very close. Nearly got eaten by a little cat. There's the mum and its brother or sister sitting in the tree. You can see it, it's an extremely windy day. And here's Big Eyes, who was literally seconds away from grabbing it, and that would have been the end. So I ran out here in the yard to grab it. Because is a lovely cat, but she's an extremely vicious killer. Very windy day. So for now, I have him or her in a cage, bird's old cage actually, sitting next to Bobo, until I can work out how to get him or her back to his mum and brother or sister. And then I also had to fit some new hinges to the gate, which was quite problematical. And time for some seafood from one of the other places I go, closer to home. Excellent. Well, I wasn't sure whether to include this or not, but unfortunately, despite giving the bird shelter last night, It died sometime this morning. I was actually, I guess, selfishly thinking of, you know, if I couldn't reunite it with its parents that you saw in the tree, then I was looking forward to hand raising it like I did Bobo and Bird. But for whatever reason, I can only imagine, perhaps the reason it was on the ground was that it fell from the tree during that horrendous wind and perhaps cracked its sternum or had some internal injuries. It seemed fine during the night. I had it inside in Bird's old cage, and it was asleep and woke up and it was fine. But it's one of those things, sadly. Nature has a funny way of dealing with things, doesn't it? Anyway, I guess at least, if it's any comfort, he didn't die in the mouth of Big Eyes, so that would have been probably worse. Sorry to bring you that bad news. Well, after being on these things, Brolenta, for 1 year, twice a day, for anti-clotting because of the stent, this is now the very final tablet. I was told to discontinue them, but I used up the rest of the packet. So for the very last time, hopefully ever, here it goes. And that's it. All gone. Thanks for keeping me from having another heart attack. Hopefully nothing will change now I've stopped. Well, I hope that was a little bit interesting for you, and thanks for joining me. And remember, if you haven't seen my last video and you're still not getting email notifications from YouTube when we upload, make sure you check that out, because it is a good workaround, although not as perfect as YouTube. Cheers. See you soon.